Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout using the Scraptastic kit. This is the 5th layout using this kit. It took me an hour and 5 minutes to complete. I just showed you a little bit of the products that I'm going to be using. Basically leftovers from scraps from the last 4 layouts that I did. And I seem to be doing that a little bit more. I kind of don't want to get overwhelmed by all the scraps, so I just kind of pull from a few pages and then kind of make a new layout depending if the colors coordinate. I pulled in some chipboard letters from the last Scraptastic kit. I still had enough to write determination, which is, fairly a long word. And I like to do that. I like to keep, the alphas from the month before quite close by so that I can get them used up. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that my goal is to get at least 12 layouts done with each alpha. Then I'll feel like I've used them to their worth, kind of thing. And I use my Hero Arts white dauber and I color them in white because if you want to change the color, if you don't put white on first, the color of the chipboard seeps through and then the color is not as true. So I like to do that, and then I just find that the colors of the letters are truer. Now, I just noticed here I have the sheet in front of me. I didn't have an A, so I ended up taking one of the letters and just kind of snipping off part of it. And there's no hole in the center, but the eye can still read it as an A, so I'm fine with that. So the word determination, I'm going to do it in yellow. And then Mr. is going to be in navy, and 2014 is also going to be in navy. And it's not often that I start my title or my page with the title, but this time I just knew when I got these pictures in, it's a picture of my grandson, and the kid loves ball caps. I'm talking, he's not up 2 minutes in the morning and he's grabbed his ball cap and it's on his head. And the way that it's in the picture, that's how he puts it on, kind of backwards or sideways. And he just looks so cute. And if it falls off, he picks it up and puts it back on. Like, he just loves ball caps. And when he didn't have his own, he would just grab either of his pappy's hats and, he'd have it on his head. And of course, they were so big that they kept falling in his face. So figured that it would be better that he had his own. And this was the weekend again that we went over to my mom's for Easter, and they had a beach ball. So my husband started, throwing the beach ball at him and showing him, you need to hit it. You need to hit it. And at first he was, a little frustrated, because it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden he got the hand-eye coordination thing going, and he was just smacking that ball like they say, out of the ballpark. Like, he was just never missing, and we thought that was so cute. So I just want to name this Mr. Determination because there was no way. They spent about an hour playing ball like that. He was not going to give up. And so while I was talking a little bit about the photo, I added some it's Embossed ink, and it's from Ranger, and it's basically the same thing as Versamark. And then I added some clear embossing powder and then heated it with my heat tool. And now I'm taking some of the scraps of pattern paper. I'm taking my favorite border punch from EK Success, and it's like big scallops. And then I'm just going to cut a strip off of that, and I'm going to use it on the layout. I decided to use it's like a grid pattern paper. The back side had a bunch of doily, and it was really cute and pretty, but I just wanted to use the grid as the background, and then the pattern paper with the nice blue polka dots, and then I used some of that dark blue navy pattern paper, and I used it as a scallop. Then there was a scrap left, and I'm going to use it to the left. And then there was some of the stars pattern paper left, and some of that yellow pattern paper. So basically, and then I mounted the photo with a yellow pattern paper. So basically, I'm using the scraps in the size that they are. I'm just kind of putting them on the layout or behind the photo in the size that they're in. And I'm getting to use up all the different scraps. And I'm on the 19th or 20th layout right now. And I literally don't have any scraps left. I think I have 3 full sheets of pattern paper. Maybe now it's 2. And that's all I have. So I'm basically, doing the layouts with the embellishments. And a few more layouts, and I'm going to be jumping onto June kit. Today is July 1st, and this probably won't air till middle of July, but hope everyone had an amazing Canada Day. It is gorgeous here, just gorgeous, and just enjoying the weather. So I had forgotten to show you the branding strip, so I'm just going to show a few of the branding strip. There's pink paisley pattern papers and a few different others. And one of the pattern paper that has it's kind of light bulbs on the back side, and then the other side it's all strips of diagonal stripes. I'm going to end up using that paper like that, just using a little bit of the diagonal stripes here and there throughout the layouts. It's really not one of my favorite papers, but I'm making sure that, I'm trying to use up all the pattern papers. I'm using a ink dauber. Now, I don't know, I think that one was probably for July or June, but I went into my June kit and kind of took it because this kit, it has a lot of navy pattern paper, so I thought it would work really well with this kit. So I'm just going to ink up all the edges of all the pattern papers, but I don't want to move anything. I like the way that it is, so I'm kind of inking, then gluing, and then moving, just because, like I said, once something is down the way I like it, I hate it when I move it around and then I can never quite get it the same again. So I'm even going to ink up all the scallops, and the main part of the pattern or the background is that blue polka dot. And there was a lot of awesome pattern papers this month. And it feels kind of funny because I did these pages 2 weeks ago, so it feels really weird doing the voiceover at this point because I'm like, that pattern paper was part of this kit? Because I really don't remember that pattern paper being in there because it just feels like so long. And I mean, it's pretty good. I basically am going to be done a kit in 2 weeks. I think the May kit I did in 2 weeks, and now the April kit I did in 2 weeks. The May kit will be just a little over 2 weeks, and then I'll have my June kit, and I'm going to have almost 2 weeks to play with it before my July kit comes in. So yay! Hopefully I get to catch up. I'm going to cut a couple or one of those strips in a couple of little layering strips just to add a little extra color to the layout. And now I'm going to place my title down, and because I treated those letters with quite a bit of different things, the Hero Arts white dauber, some yellow ink, and in between all that I dried it. Then I put some embossing ink on it and then some embossing powder and heated it up again. They are not sticky whatsoever. So I'm using my quick dry adhesive to make sure that they won't go anywhere. I really love scrapbooking, but I don't like to fix stuff that is already done in a page. Like I don't want stuff to fall apart. I just want it to stay where I wanted it to be. So that's going to take me a few minutes to get that done. And on yesterday's, or 2 days ago, I guess, because I'm only uploading every 2 days, I kind of mentioned that that was the first video that since I found out that 2Ps is closing, and I guess Custom Crops is closing also. So it's really sad to see, you know, some of the sort of the icons of the industry to be closing up. Hopefully that there's a few online stores that stays open, because for me that's the only way to get the newer products. I mean, I get kit clubs and that's how I get the pattern paper side of it, but I like to get stuff like inks and, you know, daubers and watercolors and neon colors and that kind of stuff, and that you can't get from kit clubs. So, and some people were just, you know, talking about how really sad it is, and it truly is. And I think what's going to be missing the most is the community that everybody had at 2Ps in a Bucket. And I don't know about everybody else, but I'm going to miss the Glitter Girl videos. Oh, I love those videos. I just hope that 2Ps doesn't delete their YouTube videos, which they shouldn't. I mean, they don't have to pay for that. So hopefully that stays so that we have, you know, the 100 and plus videos that of Glitter Girls that, you know, we now have. But I'm sure Shamel will be posting new classes, and so we'll be able to take classes from her that way. Now I have the main part of the layout all down, and now I'm going to start working on some embellishment clusters. I put the year at the top of the layout, 2014, and then I took a die cut that was just sort of a circle, and I think it was a flower, but it doesn't matter because I'm covering most of it. Now I'm looking for some yellow washi tape, and I found it quite quickly, and it's just a diagonal stripe, or not a diagonal stripe, a chevron, and I'm going to use it on this layout. So the top cluster has a circle, a tab, or a die cut that says shine on, one of the chipboard hearts, some enamel dots, and then a little tag that was navy. And so that's going to be the top cluster, and then some washi tape and some twine. Now the bottom cluster, the one that's right underneath the picture, I'm going to take the leftover at that tab. There was a little arrow that was yellow, blue, and green, you know, just happy colors, and it said happy times, and I'm going to put that right there with a chipboard heart, and then there was a little die cut heart that I'm going to overlay on top of the other heart. I'm going to use a flare that from the kit that says today. There was another die cut that I'm going to put to the bottom right, sort of halfway up, and then I'm going to do my journaling in between the top cluster and sort of the midway cluster. That's where my journaling is going to be. And then, but I usually do my journaling before I do my Killikit video, so all the journaling will be there. And then that cluster at the bottom right or midway is another die cut that says XO, a sticker that said what I like about you, part of a navy tag again, some washi tape, I can't remember if I said a chipboard heart, some twine, and a little bit of enamel dot. And then I ended up putting the title to the left side of the layout, and I like doing that. I like having the title on the side of the page, and I really had fun making this page. I really love the picture, and I think when you enjoy your photos and you kind of submerge yourself in that story again. I mean, this just happened in April, so that wasn't that long ago. These are all the pictures that I picked up. So I picked up about 300 pictures, so I'm going to be scrapping new stuff for a bit. And very soon we're going on vacation. So when I come back, I'm sure I'll be printing those pictures, and then I'll be working with those pictures. And it seems the day-to-day stuff, I'm not really good at taking pictures. I need to, give myself a kick in the butt and start doing that. I just get so involved with the day-to-day stuff that I forget to take pictures. So that maybe, since it's July 1st, maybe that will be the challenge for my Facebook group, is just to take pictures of day-to-day stuff for this month. And so if you're wondering what that Facebook group that I just mentioned, in the link, in the description, I'll have the link. And it's just where there's a bunch of ladies. We're almost 900 ladies, and we motivate each other and encourage each other to do layouts. And I issue challenges every month. And everyone encourages each other to, get their photos into their scrapbooks. And it's just a fun place to be. So here are a few close-ups of each of the embellishment clusters. And that's it. The page is done. I hope I inspired you to get scrapping. So thanks for watching. Bye.